Hey, what's up? Can we get a quick sound check? How is my sound? How is the music? I might have fucked something up. Hey, fucking hell. It's just everything is dying. Everything is dying. Just a sec. Yeah, we'll start in a minute or so. We'll start in a minute or so. Just. Okay. No music? Come on. There's no music really. Fuck, I must have fucked something up. There must be music now. But it's weird. Really, you hear no music? Yeah, I told you I fucked something up with the streaming software. Yeah, fuck me, man. Music is much better. Okay, so it seems like I'm the one who's listening to music right now. Okay. Yeah, because that's how I talk, man. All right, I think we have enough people. Ah, okay. So it's not slow, it's just not loud. Okay, maybe this could be better. All right, let's go. I'll fix this later. I hope the sound is fine now. Let's get to it. Yeah, but that's bad. That's bad, really. That it means that I really must have fucked something up. It was test. Okay, I think it should be enough now. Should be fine now. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get to it. Welcome. What a day, huh? Sunday scam pumps all over the place. Not better. Come on, man. Now better. Okay, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. Great, great, great. Okay, so let's okay, here we are. So let's start with, I want to start with Bitcoin, but there's nothing really to talk about. Let's do it anyways. Okay. Let's do a top down, as we always do. Let's mark out some key levels. Oops, that's a bad chart. Sorry guys. Should be better, no? Alright, that's a cleaner chart. That's a cleaner chart. Let me just get rid of these also, because we're not going to be needing these. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to get rid of these for now. Okay, so let's start. As you all know, we've been in this range for a while, since June basically. It's a fucking nightmare, right? We formed the range low here, we formed the range high here, and then we traded down. Everyone was like short, 11k is coming, and then we reclaimed the range here and shoot up to the other end of the range. But basically now people are talking about 30Ks. Well, it's too soon. Yeah, it is a bullish structure here with this move, but we're still range bound. This is still range bound. Unless we do something like that, then these levels are out of the question for now. We need to break, hold above, ideally not even test. So this test never happens. It just, you know, like a clean break. Let me find a clean break for you. Okay, I can actually do something like this here with a smaller range here. We can try it. Let's get rid of these. See, that was a range bound environment. See, fuck. We try to break it here, right? Try to break it, reject it, got back inside the range. Didn't really quite make it to the low though. And then, now that's a clean breakout. And then continue up. It didn't even give retest towards here, right? And after this breakout of this range since June, I mean, if this is gonna break out, it's gonna break like this. And as you see here, I mean, I was actually expecting this guy to take out this high again and then do something like that. You see, it actually, on this candle here, let's zoom in, it actually took out this high from August, but not really though. You know, it just barely touched it. I mean, I would be like, you know, I would expect something like this and then reject like that. So this is like a question mark for me right now. I'm not really, if that was the case, then I would be definitely short. I would definitely be short on this. And if it breaks, okay, I'm stopped and I would flip long. But there is no one could say anything to you if you want to short here. There's nothing wrong with that. Because the thing is, what people usually do is they see what they want to see. Right? For example, if this is bullish and you want Bitcoin to be bullish, you never think of shorting this. Why? Because you come up with all sorts of excuses not to short this. Bro, it's, you know, we have a bullish structure here, we tested this demand, mid-range, we pumped hard, we broke structure, now it's going up. All right, yes, you're right, in the market structure way, you're right. It can go up. I'm not denying that, but this is also range bound environment, and the high is taken and we're still trading back inside the range. Here, the range is capping the market right now. It can break, but wouldn't you really try, when the invalidation is so tight, wouldn't you try to short this and possibly catch something like this? I would much rather short it here than long. Where would I long? If it dips, for example, towards there, or somewhere here, then I would long again, and possibly this time for the breakout, probably. But for now, longing here doesn't make sense at all, as shorting here wasn't making sense. When everybody was trying to short, I was like, okay, I'm buying here. And this is exactly the same. People are euphoric right now. I understand it may go up, but I would like to try the short. And you're gonna ask, did you short? No, I bought puts, basically. That's another way to do it. Because I don't want to deal with if it does this and then does something like that, I get stopped, and I would be sleeping while this happens, so I cannot get my entry. I just bought puts to cover the downside. If any downside, my puts are gonna cover me. If it breaks out, my puts are my risk, so risk is paid. I'll try to make it back over this long, or maybe not touch this at all and play the alts. Make sense? All right. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it has some similar structure. Like, you see, you remember what this level is. This is the famous 1700 level, 1700 level. This is like the 28k level of BTC. The big level that it couldn't penetrate and reversed, and then finally broke down, deviated, and then this level is the level, basically. Anything, if you want ETH to be bullish, you want it trading above here now, and then you can look for these levels, like at least 2k. 2k should be easy target. It looks like it has the potential to break it right now. I'm not lying. I mean, I'm not denying that. it has the potential that it could break, but until it breaks, it's resistance, right? So the thing is, the question is, can I long here? I wouldn't. This is not nowhere to long. This was the place you would long. I mean, or did this breakout here somewhere, or even this breakout, you know, this one even. So that was your long. If you didn't get it, that breakout is your long. If you didn't get it, this pullback was the long. Now, this is not a place to long. Is this a place to short? Questionable. Because the high time frame picture looks good. It still looks bullish. So, would you short it? Again, instead of shorting this, I have also bought puts. Like 1600 and 1400 somewhere here with further strikes. So if it wants to dip and then do something like that, which would fuck everyone up, imagine that, you know, if it dips here, for example, and then start pushing up. Yeah, people will start calling again 3-digit ETH, and then it will take us to over 200, over 2000. All right. So I mean, the trading, when you're trading, price has no meaning, really. This has no meaning. You cannot say that this is expensive, this is cheap, because we're trading it, right? This cheap can be cheaper and can be cheaper. That's why there's no cheap. Unless it's like zero or there's nowhere else to go, and the project is still alive and it has some potential upside. There's nothing cheap, there's nothing too expensive. I mean, just not the right mindset. Because these are not a loaf of bread or something. You just want to buy when the price is right, when the price is moving to your desired destination. And so if the breakout happens, no matter how expensive you find it or everyone else find, you buy and you sell it at more expensive. So in this case, I don't care about how expensive or whatever the price is. All I care about is it is under resistance, right? High time frame resistance. Although it looks good, I wouldn't long it here because the RR is not there. Because first of all, I'm right there, right? Right under the resistance. This is right under resistance. Where am I gonna go with this? There. Because this is still resistance. And where's my stop? Like, am I gonna put it here? What kind of trade is this? But if it breaks and holds and starts doing this, let's say my target is 2K. Then target goes like this, and then you can squeeze the stop towards there, because now you have a buffer of support there, right? Then that's a good R. That's 6.8 R. I mean, of course, these are like rough numbers, but these are not really actual trades, but I'm trying to make you understand what we're looking at. So that's why this is not a place to long. And this is not a place to short particularly. I mean, you can of course short it, because as long as the risk is defined, why not try? Right? Because you think that, okay, the high time frame looks good. All right, it may look good, but you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, how it's going to look tomorrow. And if you have a chance to short this, and this is a good place normally to short, what's your risk then? For example, it pumped up here, right? Pumped up here. So that was the high that took out the previous lows, previous highs. So basically on this candle, you could try something like this. Whatever your risk is, that's your risk. Your risk is defined. If you're risking 1% of your portfolio, 2%, 0.5%, doesn't matter. Whatever your risk is, this is the same risk. If you're trading with 10K capital, for example, and you're taking 2% risk each trade, this is a $200 risk defined, predefined. What you can do, maybe you can take it there. And if you have the balls to hold on to it, you can even go further, because that's a high time frame resistance area. If it's going to turn around here, it's going to turn around sharp, right? So then you're looking at a trade like this. So that's a question of your risk appetite. So are you willing to risk 200, which it can easily be blown out like this, because the high time frame today looks good, right? But does this $200 worth it? I mean, this risk can justify your attempt to make this. What kind of are we looking at? I mean, it's 16-hour trade. So it all depends on you. Or for example, if you bought spot somewhere here at a good price, wherever, you know, somewhere here, anywhere, lower basically. You're holding spot all this way up, very good. But maybe you want to hedge your bet over here. You know, lock in the profit here, take the same amount of short here, and wait. If it's gonna go, and if you see that it's turning around, then cut the short, right the spot. But at least protect your spot position from this downside. And also this downside may turn into something like this, right? You never know. You never know. Oh fuck, something's happening. I hate this when this happens. No, I'm not. I don't add. I took a scalp though. Look, Sunday night, and we're trying. It's towards the end of the day, so I'm not really holding on to positions. So basically, this position can turn into even maybe much lower, you know. Yeah, realistically, none of you is gonna hold on to this short. Let's say if it goes to 800, no one, I mean, like 99% of you wouldn't hold this till there. I mean, it's not realistic. Maybe couple will. So basically this trade can turn into at least something like this, or for example around this. So why not take the chance? Just give it a go. If you get stopped, you stopped, and you can mitigate the loss. You get in here and mitigate the loss with the long. So There is nothing to be afraid of, basically, as long as the risk, this red part, is defined. If you don't put this and it does like this, then you're fucked. Of course, you don't want that. As long as the risk is defined, then this should be taken. Okay, we checked ETH and BTC. There's nothing to check on NAS because the markets are going to be closed tomorrow also. I mean, this shit is gotta turn around somewhere. Maybe something like this, maybe it's gonna turn around here. Maybe after taking this low out. Or maybe it's gonna turn around from here, let's see. Yeah, not looking bad. It's under resistance right now. So I mean, if it can do this, go there, break this, go much lower. So we don't know, it's going to be closed. Yeah, by the way, whatever is you guys gonna ask is gonna look the same. For example, if you check FTM or Matic, the other one is going to look pretty much the same. I'm sure that I'm going to say pretty much the same things about many of the coins. Okay, let's check Blur first. Blur. Yeah, I mean it's. I'll show you the scalp I took today. I actually took this one, took this and out, already out. So basically from here to here, that was my scalp. Actually, I didn't wait for this, I took out completely from here. No. I didn't know about Blur before until it was listed on everywhere. That's it. I didn't know that it was there. That was a marketplace. All right, let's do some charts. Okay, let's start with send and go back. See, for example, that's a as of a chart. I gave this call around here, we pumped and then retraced the whole move. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, it's actually, let's see. I said breaking out, it tried to break out, rejected hard, and now we're back below the level. I'm just gonna check something. I'm not trying to understand if this level is a correct one. Yeah, seems all right. Yep. Okay, so send. I mean, it looked fantastic over here. Fantastic. If you took this long, amazing. But the thing is, the follow through is not there. See, just that's a nasty rejection. So basically, at this point, I longed this, by the way. After it got back in, I longed this, but it's not good. Now, what I want is, I want a close above, hold, and then I will enter the position. Now I don't want to touch this actually. Okay, that's sent. What else? mean, these airdrops are getting more complicated and complicated by day. So, I mean, I love the uni airdrop. You know, I just traded there, and then some uni showed up on my account. That was amazing. I didn't do anything. Basically, I was trading anyways. All right, let's start from the beginning now. FTM. Let's start with FTM, boy. Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it looks weak for me. It was amazing here, but look again, the follow up. The problem is with the follow up. Like after this move, we should expect more from this. But then again, maybe this is just the beginning of this move. So we'll just need to watch. So we need to understand if this is gonna be a deeper pullback scenario, or it's just gonna, you know, chill here and continue go on with continuation. So that's FTM, and let's see the lower time frames. It was looking so good, really. Such a good chart. Yeah, now basically we're gonna see if it's gonna do something like that. Yeah, towards here maybe. Let's leave this. Yeah, I'll check again on 52s. Let's put an alarm here so I don't miss it. Now wet. Matic. Matic is the second one. Let's check Matic. Bump. Oh, MTL, good. I'll definitely check that. Yeah, Matic was amazing. And now it looks, I mean, it's still not too bad. It's still protecting this low. But the high creation didn't happen. Yeah, I think we may see some pullbacks this week. Yeah, basically I would like towards here, a pullback towards here wouldn't be so bad, basically. Like something like this wouldn't be so bad. I can live with this. Yeah, that will be fine. Yeah, this would be fine actually. I would come down here, maybe even there, and then reclaim. Then that's your long, probably towards somewhere here, and maybe above. You know, we'll see. We'll see how this unfolds. But normally everyone would expect it to turn from here, and I think it may dip towards there, like a wick, reclaim, shoot up. Matic is I think one of the strongest coins around, like strongest charts. It really looks good. Look, because the thing is, Matic did something that most of them didn't do. I mean, obviously, I'm talking about bigger than big mid caps. It just flipped this big level for now. So obviously, if it starts dipping down and if it starts dipping down and starts trading below, then I would say, okay, short this fucker to wherever it goes. Like clear all this shit up. Like if it does this and reclaims, it's long. But if it does this and starts trading here, spending time and come back up, then that's your short. I don't know if it's gonna go there, but first I think there are like a few other places that it can turn around. But basically what you want is to stay above here. Stay above 135s. What else there is? We did wet. We did sand. We didn't do wet. Let's see our Chinese coin. Yeah, TVK. I'll talk about it more. I mean, this chart looks great, really. It's a great looking chart. What can I say? I mean, if it holds above here, or even, you know, dips again, same idea. Dips here, reclaims, then long towards there, and we'll see. I mean, that's enough. We'll see the rest. Yeah, it can do something like that, break out, go there, don't go there, smash back down. We don't know. But all we know is if it does this, I'm gonna be longing it towards here and hope for the best. Alright, that's one thing. So that's wet. Well, I mean, chart looks good. Let me see, just a sec. Maybe I'm just seeing if I can adjust this. If I can adjust this a little bit. Yeah, maybe this is a better level. Alright, yeah, that's it. Let's put an alarm here on a lower time frame. It's almost coming there though. As I say, I think again, same shit. Either do something like this or dip down into here and then reclaim and then this, or just die. You need to make these plans because look, no matter how good the setup is and what your indicator shows, you know, your magic indicators, it's just markets, you know, it's just random things. That's why you need to plan on all aspects. Because then, for example, if you only plan for these two, then this happens, you're gonna be caught with your pants down, and you don't want that. The first thing you need to cover is this. First, you need to, what would I do if it happens? Then focus on these. Cover your ass first. Alright, what else? It's probably dying. Let's check for the fun of it. Why is there an alarm here? I would actually take this one here. Support, support, support. A little bit more down. Resistance. Oops. Resistance, support, and resistance again. So that's the correct one. Yeah, basically you just want this to reclaim here. Yeah, fuck access now. Let's check what else. USD dominance chart. Why? What you gonna do with this dominance charts? No, actually, I'm not gonna look at it. What you want with this? Yeah, it's interesting. Why is it falling? Because for after the busty events, it just spiked up hard. Should be no. This guy died. Okay, let's check BTC real quick. Well, no, I thought, I mean, you guys saying things like, you know, I was expecting something like this when I opened the chart. It just what made 0.5% move down. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good, obviously. The thing is, doesn't look too bad either. It's neither here nor there. It's just basically you have this low time frame resistance area now that you want to stay above. That's it. And as for now, it's just failing to do so. Okay, let's continue our coins. Wet sand we did, blur we did, ship. Ship is an interesting one, yeah. I actually had high hopes for this and Doge. Yeah, it just, yeah, this thing, it just kind of SFP this level. It just ran the high. The first thing I would expect is, first of all, it I think took out these lows. If it did, maybe we have a chance. But let me check just one thing. Yeah, this is a good area for a bounce basically, but I would love to see something like this and then reclaim, and then let's get rid of this. Yeah, at least, you know, run some of these lows, like we can buy a wick and then reclaim some levels. I mean, it looks good. At least it doesn't look so bad. Only this SFP was like a warning sign that this move is about to happen. But it still hasn't lost anything. It hasn't broken structure. It just still, everything is intact. So I think still looking good. But you know, if it does something like that, starts trading down, then you're in trouble, obviously. Yeah. Now, for now, there's nothing to worry about here. but I would love to see some, like at least take out these guys. I would even be fine with something like a wick here, close above, and then that would also be fine. Like a quick, oh, not this deep probably, like a quick wick, and then close above, reclaim, and then I will go for this. Also there is equal highs problem. No, I'm sorry, I just talked about the SFP here and then now I'm seeing equal highs. No. Alright, that's it. Ship looks alright for now. Next, APT, Aptos. Which one is their best Aptos chart? Yeah, poor guy. Such a fantastic run, really. Well, I would say just, you know, it's kind of trading in this range now. So basically what you can expect is, you know, run these, reclaim, and you know, here if it holds above, go there. If it starts turning around, cut. But I think, you know, this is pretty much the expectation. Let me just check higher time frames to see what's going on there. Yeah, I mean, if it loses this, it definitely ends up here. What happens after, we don't know. We need to see some price action here. But my first expectation is this, and then we'll see. If it starts turning around, you know, then I would look for this. If it reclaims, holds, go for this. Maybe even this. I don't know if this is relevant. Alright, so that's that. What else you got? Musk. Okay, let's do Musk. Musk. I've been trading Musk a lot lately. Today I almost got smashed. Where's fucking Musk? Interesting. How can I not find Musk here? Yeah. I mean, obviously, first of all, it's gonna run these lows probably, so it's gonna go lower, basically. I think it's fine still if it like comes down here. Let's check the higher time frames. Lower time frames we don't have anything to do with. We have nothing to do with lower time frames right now. Yeah, that area would be, this actually suits fine. It can still do that. But if you look at higher prices, obviously we need to break this high. So we need a higher low. Basically, this is the low that you should protect and hope for fresh highs. it may not even come down there. It may just take out these lows, front run U, and reclaim levels and do something like that. But if this is lost, I think there's so much shit here that, you know, it may just do this. So this level, I think, is pretty important right now. Let's remember what that level was. Shit, Musk has this much price history. Fuck, how long I've been trading Musk? Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty, I mean, as you can see, it's a fucking big level. It's just support here, finally broke down, smashed, and then like smashed back up, couldn't hold on. Resistance here, support here, resistance here again, resistance here, trying to find support there, and then now I think it still can do something like that. If this is lost, I think it's gonna smash right down, like right towards here. So I think this is the level that you should keep an eye on for Musk. And let's put an alarm there, just in case. Alright, what else we have? Sol, please. What we did. MTL. Okay, let's do MTL. I'm gonna be a bit quick here. Yeah, is this a Chinese coin? As I remember it was. But do you guys know anything? I mean, just this guy just goes now. And you know what? I'll check this coin. I was like, look, this guy looks amazing, and I didn't put it on their watch list. And I'm kind of sad now to see it right now. Yeah, I mean, this could be a good area. If it breaks, then there is an area here. And main support region should be somewhere here. Yeah, that's the pivotal area. I mean, the problem with these guys, when they go, they go. I mean, these targets would mean nothing maybe. In these cases, the best case scenario, the best thing you can do is just look for weakness in the lower time frames. That's it. You can. That's the best thing you can do. Because, you know, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking profit here, but what if it does this? So it's a tricky business here. I mean, how much profit would you like to realize here? I mean, obviously you need to realize something, right? It's what? It's a it's a 50% move. So why would you leave that on the table? So yeah, basically you just dive into lower time frames, try to find some kind of weakness here. Obviously you're not gonna see it because that's just hourly candle, motherfucker. Yeah, it's really hard for these guys. I mean, it's really hard with these guys to find where the target would be, because you really cannot. It's just one candle after another. It just doesn't do any. Yeah, maybe 1 minute. Maybe 1 minute can show you something. It just keeps pumping. That's it. You just basically what you can do is, since this guy doesn't really give pullbacks, just in every close just move the stop up, because you see it never came back down to the previous low. As long as there's a wick in the candle, just put it under it and keep doing that until it takes you out. At least, you know, like a percentage of the, for the percentage of like 30%, 40% of it. And then look, I mean, just gonna hit this. That's why it's really hard for these guys. Now your stop should be here. Guys, I'm gonna end the stream soon, so I'm just gonna go a little bit faster with this. Yeah, TVK, one of my coins, so I have to cover it. I mean, this guy looks really great, but it would be, when I would say it's ready, I think it needs to do this. I mean, it needs to break away from this. Well, you know, it's tested once, twice, thrice, and now it needs to break and hold. And the upside potential is pretty huge. That's why it's in my list. And look, daily can run. Daily can run like a motherfucker. Like this can do this, you know, easy. Or at least towards here, at least. At least to 0.8. Between 0.8 and 0.08 and 0.1. But first we need to see, oops, what's this? First we need to see a break of this yellow area. And then, because this has proven to be a very big resistance right now. For some reason they're capping it down. And once it releases itself, then I think the show will begin. So that's TVK. What else? This ACH I'm gonna cover because it's a Chinese coin, China coin. Let's see how they're doing. Probably pumping like shit. Yeah. I mean, these are the things that you should keep an eye on. I think China narrative is gonna be the next. Let's see. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be. So just try to focus on these guys for now, because these will, when there's a narrative, they usually act different than the rest of the markets. When everything else is dumping, these guys will be pumping, as you can see here. See, there's no weakness here whatsoever here. It's just, you know, just straight pump. Alright, it kind of looks a bit weird here, but still, I mean, look at this. It's just a reaccumulation phase and finally sent higher. Yeah, that's really good. And this guy did this in the midway, in the mid rally. So accumulation, markup, reaccumulation, another pump. So this is not really unrealistic. So basically, yeah, keep an eye on the China coins. Firo. Yeah, Sultan really wants Firo. Oops, what's happening here? It's something interesting happened. I pressed some buttons and I realized shortcuts that I haven't realized before. Okay, Firo. piece of shit. Yeah, for example, look, I don't know what this does, or you know what it is. I really don't like charts like this. I don't really trade anything like this. I don't even touch this. You know, I hate these structures like slow, 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 grind, 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 and then you know something like that, and then now you're probably gonna do the same here. I look at charts like this and I immediately close. Obviously, it's my personal choice, but it's not. I'm not saying that this is bad or good. I just hate the chart. I just hate the chart. So yeah, Firo. I would say I would keep an eye on this level here. Actually, I will keep an eye on this one. Let me just zoom in to find a better one. Yeah, I think this is the level here. I think you should keep an eye on here. If it kind of bounces here, and then maybe you can see another run up. I think this should hold. Yeah, I mean, here's a level, the much clearer level, but it's already been tested, so I'm not really. If it comes up there, I think you're looking at this most likely. So for Firo, I think here is a good area, which is 2.3. 2.3, yeah. It's not holding anything, man. It's just going down. You just invested in this and seeing what you want to see. Yeah, this. I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna simplify it for you. Yeah, for example, you can say if it reclaims this, then by all means long it. Like break this structure, hold above, then long. Just draw a basic line here, a solid trend line, and at the reclaim you can try the long. That's it. So what else? Faisal asked, is this concept true that the more the coin retests the support level or resistance level, is it more prone to break it? Yes and no. I'll try to find an example for you. Yeah, first let's do the coins, and then maybe while doing the other ones, maybe we'll find something. The example. Let's don't drift away from the subject. So lit. Mukul, ask me in the group. I will answer that, okay? Because you can always ask me questions in there. It's a public stream, so I'm trying to take the questions, the coins from other people. Or let's do it. Fuck it. Yeah, but basically you want this. The low, if the low is taken out somehow like this, reclaim, then long maybe, or if it's gonna dip, it's gonna probably dip towards here, and you want this to hold now. Then maybe a little bit. You can even dip down here again, reclaim, something like that. So these are the levels, but I would most definitely be looking at this level, like this area. But for now, until this is broken, you know, because that's the range. That's the range now. So basically it can just run the low, reclaim, and then start going up. So that's lit. Lit has been powerful. Let's see if it's gonna be, because the short was here. You don't short here. The short was there. You want to be as close as as invalidation as possible. Where are you gonna put your invalidation? Where's your invalidation if you short here? It's just nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. No long. Maybe long is better here than short because the trend is up. For now. Alright guys, well let's see. Floki, okay, Floki was a good one. Yeah, good coins, man, good coins. Yeah, this picture is not particularly good. Let's see the 4 hour. Yeah, it's kind of alright actually. 4 hour looks that. Yeah, higher time frames are a bit extended, so I wouldn't be so comfortable with this actually. Let's do the weekly. There's a weekly level here, weekly resistance, support resistance, SR level. Yeah, I think daily is not today, daily. I mean, obviously, I don't even have to say that. I think this is gonna be if it dips down, this is the first area that you should be looking for reaction. That's a very clear area. Obviously, our pivotal level here, if it dips down, this can provide the bounce. To what extent, I don't know, but in the meantime, in a shorter period of time, well, normally, if you think that is a range bound market right here, and if you already longed, your invalidation is here. If it, smashes this down, then it probably wants to go down further, right? So yeah, I mean, as long as this holds, then you should be all right. But my personal view is, yeah, at this point, I wouldn't touch Floki. Why? Because there is better stuff out there, there is easier stuff out there, cleaner stuff out there. Or for example, if it bounces, if it breaks this, holds, then I would be more interested in buying in. But at this point, it's the same as that level for what, FTM. We checked it. It's a level that cannot break. Let's put an alarm here. Guys, I'm not gonna able to finish this. This is like yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more and then answer Faisal's question. GMT swing low now. Let's check. Okay, let's do a speed one. I really want to see these also. GMT swing low. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, GMT didn't do well. Yeah, we just need to see what it does here. I think it may dip down there. Take out this low into demand, and then we'll see what happens. If it's gonna do, you know, break out from this. I mean, look. Good things, bad things. This guy has been selling off since 23rd of January, while everything else was pumping. So, I mean, the good thing is it had the structure break here, start the bullish structure. If this low is protected, then you would expect a high creation. Then it would mean that, fuck this, what's happening? It would mean that we can have a continuation maybe and attack these highs. So that's that. Obviously you don't want it to break this, and then these should be short triggers for you. So that's GMT, and let's draw these levels here. Let's put our arms here, and then we'll see what happens after. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. I would actually appreciate likes for this video. It takes 1 second literally to like a video if you like the content. What else we have? I think this is enough for this guy. GMT. XRP. I haven't checked XRP for a long time now, because it was looking so good, then it started looking so bad, and I was like, fuck this coin really. Yeah, it looks kinda like GMT. Let's check higher time frame. Look, it's not super bad. I mean, structure wise it's fine. It looks like it's gonna, it can even come down there and then create a higher high. But then again, look, there is also this picture here. It's range bound, basically. So for example, either, you know, deep down here again, you know, maybe you can time it with this, you know, breakout, hold, then if it breaks, then you can take it to there and maybe towards there. But the key is here, like key is what it does here. Or it can just, you know, do something like this and go for this. But it's easy, just watch the range and try to find yourself a trend line right there, and you're gonna understand. If it breaks, you know, if it breaks this and does something like that, then you can take it at least towards there. And it shouldn't really lose this mid-range now. If it's gonna go up, this is a useless range for me, because the low is done, high is done, so basically it's just useless. But it's still, levels are relevant, so basically you don't want to lose this. Or if you lose this, if you reclaim, then it's also a long trigger. You basically don't want to fall into this area. It just, quick wicks is fine, but don't want to fall. Okay, that's it. What else? I'm just gonna pick some from here. ENS, I'm just gonna check if the chart looks like something to talk about. I'm gonna check. If it looks like my ass, I'm not, it's alright, yeah. Yeah, basically this is an easy chart. You just basically want this to flip here. It's super easy chart, extremely easy chart. You just want this to happen, hold and take it to there, and whatever there might be here. The daily picture looks good. It has the upside potential. It can easily hit these targets at least. And let's check the lower time frame picture. What's going on here? I think you should be expecting something like a quick rundown towards here maybe. Let's put these here. So a quick rundown towards there. It actually tested here. Also, you can, if it does this, then it's also good. If it starts ranging here without going deeper, that's also good. And the high time frame level was here, so basically it's just rejecting right there. So the high time frame level is this. It's an easy level anyways. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it even continues. Yeah, not that I care so much, because the recency is important. What happened recent is more important whatever like last year. So I think this level is fine in that sense. But the high time frame picture looks very bullish. Yeah, I mean, this would have made a great long. If you long it here, nothing wrong with realizing a bit here, and then wait for this to break, you know, clear out from this, and then attack these. Okay, that was ENS. FIRO we checked, XRP we checked, QRDO. Who asked for QRDO? KuCoin. These are we in KuCoin season? Yeah, this guy died, unfortunately. I was also watching this. It's in my watch list. Yeah, I mean, it's so simple, easy play. Come down here, bounce, go for these. Simple of my line skills. But I think it's gonna go a little bit down towards there maybe. But you know, this is the level. This is the level to break. You want this to hold and go there. That's it. It's basically range bound here, in between here and there. So it's ping ponging. You buy here, sell there, buy here. If it loses that, you're obviously looking at here. So that's that. I don't know. DYDX. And I'm gonna answer the question of Faisal's question, if he's here still. Veracity, VRA. Veracity. Is Faisal here still? Yeah, this is going down. Not a nice picture over here. Momentum decrease. I'm probably gonna attack these lows, and I'll do something like that, and then hope for reversal over there. So this is gonna be the area. Run these lows, bounce from here, structure break on the lower time frame, and then go for these and these targets. Yeah, this momentum death is not good. Obviously, I mean, we don't know how the traditional markets are gonna react when they open. What we're gonna see. Basically, it's also range bound. This is also range. Like basically, this is your range. This is your range. So it's basically ping-ponging right now. So run down, reclaim, go for here, reclaim of this, take it higher. So what else? DYDX, dent, GMX. Oh, you guys really, I wasn't expecting this many requests, really. All right, let's keep the energy up. Yeah, I must have a chart for this. Where is my chart? Yeah, GMX looks good. I mean, it's a strong coin, but the thing is, if it starts dipping, I would expect these areas. Obviously, the first area to expect reaction is this, but I think it has the potential to do something like that. Again, same stuff. Strong coin though. I love GMX. Super strong coin. Amazing performer. All right, man. I have 2 more left, and then I'm gonna have more time for your question. DYDX, and there is 1 dent left, and that's it. DYDX, let's check. Actually, I like this one, but now this doesn't look good, really. I mean, maybe coming down here, and then bounce. I mean, you really don't want to lose this. That's what I'm saying, because the thing is, if you lose this, 2 things. First of all, you're gonna break the low. That's another good sign. You already had the lower high, and if you break the low here, then it's your downtrend is confirmed, and you're gonna be looking at something like this. Then you go for here. And the thing is, if it bounces anywhere, either here, either there, then that's good, because then you can expect fresh highs. Or one last option is something like that, and then break out. I'll form some kind of triangle here. I hate those triangles, but that's the third option. But something like this. I mean, the thing is, even if you're not going to trade the breakout, just place your line here so that you can set up alarms on it. At least you're going to see some change. If there's a change, which means every time it touches this line. By the way, 2 touches is not enough for a trend line. So normally you shouldn't be drawing this. But I'm saying, now you set the alarm, you're gonna see, okay, 3rd touch happens, it reacts, then you have the trend line already in place, check. And also you have the alarm. Now you can look, okay, this guy has made the 3rd touch, the trend line is intact, okay. And then if it's now, you're watching it. You don't need to watch it all the way, but if it touches here and then bounces, then you can start watching. If it breaks, come back down, then long. So it just set an alarm here, not for the trading purposes, but for the alarming purposes. So you don't have to check it back all the way, and put one here. So then forget about this. There's nothing else to do here, unless you're scalping, of course. But I don't know if this is the best asset to scalp, really. All right, what else we have? Last one, dent. Yeah, was this also Chinese? As far as I know, this was also Chinese. Yeah, this has been performing really well. This has been a really good performer. Honestly, I never checked this the dance chart. Never. It's never in my watch list even. But if I, for example, if I was checking that, that's a like this is a God-given entry. Like it just textbook entry. Big compression area, compression, 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 waterfall, range low retest, and send it to, I mean, like, very good stuff. If it, you know, it can pull back here, it can range here first of all, and break. Obviously pull back, but I don't think so. Pull back to mid-range, and then do this. It can break it, fail it, do something like that. Well, for example, this would be a great area to take profit. If it breaks, holds, it's not, it doesn't have to do this exactly, because when it breaks, usually it goes. But at least in the lower time frames, you're gonna see something like this. And then you can target these. Like this first, oops, wrong. Like this first, and this area second. Somewhere in between could be your take profit. But I mean, this is take profit one, obviously. It's already stretched a bit, but it doesn't mean that it cannot go further. These guys can go to distances that you wouldn't imagine. Yeah, that's why I watch it in the lower time frames. That's crazy shit, really. It's just doesn't even give any. Well, it still looks good to go. I would long it here. I would have longed it here, at least towards there, and a little bit above, obviously. I would long this. I mean, this is like a little bit tricky right now, but if I see it down here, I would have longed it, because that would be the for example, when it reclaimed this, I would have tried a long invalidation here, target in here somewhere. This is gonna be the resistance, obviously. Yeah, but the problem is there is nothing here to hold this. Look, on the 1 minute it showed the weakness and it got the pullback, but now we kind of have the push. But the thing is, now it needs to flip this in the lower time frame. If it starts rejecting here, then you get out without the stop. And this is where it can fall. This area. So basically you're looking at either this as a level or this as a zone. So, but look, it cannot pass this for now. If it fails to do so, then this target is no go. Alright, so yeah, my mentorship students know this. I would have played the impulse, but the fail here I would get out. Okay, Faisal's question. Let's do this. Look, I said it is correct, and it's actually not correct. It's lacking more information. It depends on where it happens. No, I cannot. This chart doesn't give us that. Let me see. Oops. Come on, man. Does this chart give us something like that? All right, look. First of all, as I said, let me just quickly explain. Look, when the price comes, let's say there, and then bounces, and then comes back down again, and then bounces, comes back down again, bounces, and you see what happens here. It's like a ball, when you drop a tennis ball, it does this, right? And then it's like that. Every time there is buyers here, right? Sellers push it, there's buyers, and there's not enough sellers, enthusiastic sellers, to push the price down. So buyers win and price reverse. And then sellers push again, still buyers there, price reverse. Sellers push once more, see, but the magnitude of the reversals are getting smaller and smaller. So the forces, first of all, the sellers are getting more enthusiastic, so they are willing to sell. Normally, the first sellers think that this is a good price, this is a fair price to sell. Let me just clear some shit out. First sellers think this was the fair level to sell this asset, and then the second part of the sellers think that okay, this is still good price because they're hoping for lower, and the conviction is getting more and more to the downside, so they're willing to sell at even lower prices, right? And that until there is no more buyers here at these prices, because the buyers obviously think that okay, this is a good price to buy, but every time it dips here, it takes some of these orders, it kills some of these orders here, it collects, whatever you call it, it takes some of these buy orders here, consumes these orders, more consume, more consume, consume more, consume more, and then finally there is not orders, and then it just falls. So you don't want this. Basically what you understand from this is levels are made up of orders. There are people here. Sorry. There are people here. There are people who wants to buy at these prices, and there are people who wants to sell at these prices. And then see, in this example it didn't happen. Why? Only this one, because it's a different thing. This is a deviation, it's a manipulation, but there's buyers here, quickly bought up, buyers here. It just comes to the same level many times, but it doesn't break. Why? Because this is an accumulation area. There is like a ocean of buyers here. Doesn't necessarily be like many individuals, like big buyers are here. Maybe it's one person, but one institution, one entity, but it has a lot of cash basically to buy this. So what's happening here is it doesn't work in this case, because every time this is the area when the range is tight and the price is moving like this, very tight, and then pump, and then come tight. This is test pump. They're testing out the higher, where the seller's at. So basically what happens here is they're buying, they're taking profits and bring the price down, they're buying, and then they let the price run to test the sellers here and consume some of them. See, it's rejection because there's sellers here at these points. there was sellers here, they ran the sellers, they ran the sellers again, because once these guys are done, they want to let the price go, and they want no blockage. They want no one there to reverse this position against them. So test pump, and what happens here? See, price comes up here and grinds just below the level, consuming these rest of the orders, come back down, collect enough liquidity, and pump it back up. Now all these guys who were shorting here or selling here, now when this price turned around, they want to sell here to mitigate their loss, because that was their sell price. Now we're buying back to mitigate their losses at break even. So it adds extra buy pressure. That's why these breakouts and retests are usually, I mean, that's why it's not just a meme. I hope this helps, you know, I hope I didn't confuse you more. In this area is a good one. See, it came down once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Sellers here, actually sellers here. See, in this place, these deviations are, they think that, they make people think that this is a breakout, so people start buying, and whoever short here have their stops here. First the stops are going, and then the buyers are coming in, and this area is flooded with buy orders, and so they can deploy their big sell orders towards them without moving the price, and then finally now revert the price. So that's basically how it works. All right, Faisal, if you're not here, you can watch it later and ask if there is something, you know, that is not clear. All right, guys, thanks for joining. I'll start doing these streams regularly again. I know I'll keep saying that, but some shit keeps happening, so this time I'll try to hold my promise about this. Alright, guys, have a great rest of the day, rest of the week, and see you in the next one. Cheers.